Right now, while you're watching this, your brain is either building itself up or quietly breaking itself down. There is no neutral setting. Every scroll, every skipped workout, every late night with your phone in your face, it's all going somewhere. And most people don't find out until years later when they sit down to read a book and can't get through 2 pages. Or they try to focus on one task and their mind is already 3 tabs away. Stick with me for the next few minutes because I'm going to walk you through 6 habits, not theories, not hacks, actual habits, that rebuild a tired, scattered brain into a sharp, calm, disciplined one. And the seventh one at the end is honestly the one that makes all the others work. So don't skip ahead. Here's something most people get wrong. They think intelligence is fixed, you're either sharp or you're not, end of story. But that's not how the brain actually works. Your brain is constantly reshaping itself around whatever you repeat. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. Basically, the more you do something, the stronger that pathway gets, and the more you avoid something, the weaker it becomes. So if your days are packed with distraction, poor sleep, and zero deep thinking, your brain gets really, really good at being distracted. But flip that around. Feed it focus, movement, rest, and real thinking, and it adapts to that instead. Let's get into exactly how. Habit 1. Build a no-phone hour. The average person checks their phone over 100 times a day. And every single check comes with a cost. Your brain has to stop, shift gears, and then slowly climb back to where it was. Researchers call this attention residue. Part of your mind stays stuck on the last thing even after you've moved on. So here's the fix, and it's simpler than people expect. Pick 1 hour a day, just one, where your phone is in another room, not just face down on the desk. Use that hour for one task only. Writing, studying, working, doesn't matter what, as long as it's just one thing. The first few days will feel uncomfortable. Your hand will reach for a phone that isn't there. That discomfort is actually the sign it's working. You're breaking a loop your brain got used to. Habit 2. Protect your first hour and your last hour. What you do in the 60 minutes after waking up and the 60 minutes before sleep shapes your entire day and, honestly, your entire mood. Most people wake up and immediately grab their phone, flooding their brain with notifications, opinions, and other people's problems before they've even had a coffee. Then at night, they do the same thing in reverse, scrolling until their eyes physically can't stay open. Try this instead. Morning, no screens for the first 30 minutes. Let your brain wake up on its own terms. Night, same rule, 30 minutes before bed, no screens. Read, stretch, sit in silence, whatever works. This one habit alone tends to fix sleep quality, morning mood, and focus all at once. Habit 3. Move your body before you need to think hard. Here's something a lot of people miss. Exercise isn't just for your body. It's one of the fastest ways to prime your brain. Even a 15-minute walk increases blood flow to the brain and helps clear out mental fog almost immediately. That's why some of your best ideas show up on a walk, in the shower, or halfway through a workout, never sitting frozen at a desk. You don't need to become an athlete. You just need to move consistently, especially right before something that requires focus. A short walk before you study, a quick set of push-ups before a big meeting. Your brain performs better when your body isn't sitting still all day. Habit 4. Read something that makes you slow down. Not everything you read should be easy. Easy content trains your brain to expect everything to be easy, and that backfires the moment life hands you something hard. Once a day, read something that actually makes you slow down and think. Could be a book, a long-form article, anything that isn't built for a 6-second attention span. And don't just read it passively. Stop halfway and ask yourself, what's the actual point here? Do I agree with this? How does this apply to my life? That question turns reading from a passive habit into active brain training. 10 focused pages a day, done consistently, will do more for your thinking than 100 pages skimmed once a month. Habit 5. Sit in boredom on purpose. This one sounds strange, but it might be the most important habit on this list. Every spare second waiting in line, sitting on the toilet, waiting for food, most people instantly fill with a phone. Which means the brain never gets a single quiet moment to just process, wander, or rest. Boredom isn't wasted time, it's actually where a lot of creative thinking and emotional processing happens. So here's the challenge. Next time you feel that itch to check your phone during a random spare moment, don't just sit there, let your mind wander. It'll feel weird at first, almost itchy. That's withdrawal from constant stimulation, and it fades faster than you think. Habit 6. Pause before you react. A sharp brain isn't only about memory or focus, it's also about how you handle pressure. Most regret in life doesn't come from a lack of intelligence, it comes from reacting too fast. Someone says something rude, you snap back immediately. Something stressful happens, you panic before you even think it through. Try building in a pause even 3 seconds before responding to anything emotional. That tiny gap is enough time for the rational part of your brain to catch up with the emotional part. Over time, that pause becomes automatic, and you start responding to life instead of just reacting to it. Habit 7 show up on the boring days too, and here's the one that actually holds everything else together. None of these habits work if you only do them on days you feel motivated. Because motivation is unreliable, it comes and goes on its own schedule. The people who actually change their brain, their focus, their whole life, they're not the ones who had one incredible week. They're the ones who kept showing up on the days that felt completely pointless. The boring days, the tired days, the days with zero motivation at all. That's when the real rewiring happens, not in the highlight moments in the repetition. Small actions repeated without fail beat big efforts done once and then abandoned, every single time. So what do we learn today? Your brain isn't asking for perfect genetics or some secret hack nobody's found yet. It's asking for better daily patterns, a bit of focus, a bit of movement, a bit of quiet, repeated on purpose, even on the days you don't feel like it. Do that long enough and you won't just feel a little sharper, you'll notice it everywhere. In how you think, how you handle stress, how you show up for the people around you. If this gave you something to actually use, hit subscribe for more videos like this one and drop a like so it reaches more people who need to hear it.